Win of the year the other night down in Florida. What a second half they played. The officials are L.A. Prescott from Memphis, Tennessee, Andre Portella out of Decatur, Georgia, and Don Rutledge out of Windermere, Florida. It's not just a game, it's war. That's the way the fans feel about it, no matter what other people do. Let's go to Doug Bruce in the starting lineup for Kentucky LSU.
Welcome to Rupp Arena for basketball action featuring the Tigers of LSU and your University of Kentucky Wildcats. And now the starting lineups. First for LSU, at forward a 6'7" junior from DeRidder, Louisiana, number 44, Wayne Sims. At forward a 6'7" sophomore from Natchez, Mississippi, number 24, Burnell Singleton. At center, a 7'1" freshman from San Antonio, Texas, number 33, Shaquille O'Neal. At guard, a 6'1" sophomore from New Haven, Connecticut, number 10, Maurice Williamson. And at guard, a 6'1" sophomore from Gulfport, Mississippi, number 35, Chris Jackson. And the head coach of LSU, Dale Brown. And now, for your University of Kentucky Wildcats. At forward, a 6'7" sophomore from Maysville, Kentucky, number 12, Darren Hellhouse. At forward, a 6'7" sophomore from Paintsville, Kentucky, number 34, John Parker. From Indianapolis, Indiana, number 11, John Woods. And at guard, a 6'5" senior from Savannah, Georgia, number 4, Derek Miller. The coaching staff of Kentucky, Billy Donovan, Rob Oliver, Herb Sindek, Tony Smith, Ralph Withers, and the head coach, Rick Pitino.
Toss it up, Kentucky and LSU in just a minute, live from Rupp Arena.
The University of Missouri had a communication problem. How to bring together 4 different campuses and hundreds of different departments. So GTE recommended their Centranet system, which not only gave the university greater capabilities, but allowed 75,000 people to communicate a lot better. You see, at GTE, it's not just communications we offer, it's solutions. Call us, and everything will fall into place.
To find out why mothers prefer the new birthing suites at Central Baptist Hospital, we asked a panel of experts.
Thanks to the private birthing suites, I got to know my family intimately.
Mothers have labor, delivery, and recovery in one quiet birthing room. Sure opened my eyes.
The doctors and nurses give mothers their undivided attention. These birthing suites deserve the highest professional rating for cookies.
It was so relaxing.
The Woman Care Plaza at Central Baptist Hospital, where your needs are central.
Now's the time to save with Wildcat specials from Randall's. Pepsi products, 24 12-ounce cans, a full case, only $5.99. Field's old-fashioned sausage, 1 pound, 99 cents. Field's finest baked ham, $3.99 a pound. Planters cocktail peanuts and dry roasted peanuts, only $2.69. Assorted sparkle paper towels, 59 cents a roll. Wildcat specials from Randall's in Lexington and Randall's in Georgetown.
Lee's Famous Recipe has the best tasting chicken in town. Delicious Famous Recipe style chicken. Honey dipped and pressure cooked to seal in the flavor. And spicier, crunchier, crispy plus. Now, the best tasting chicken costs less. So come on, eat in or take home for convenience. For a limited time, Lee's 8-piece chicken box is just $4.99. Who do you appreciate?
Rob Bromley, it is an enthusiastic crowd that may rival all the crowds ever here in Rupp Arena.
Well, we're going to find out a little bit later, Ralph, whether it's a record crowd or not. They need 24,288 for that. They've passed out the shakers. They've also got some pennants that were passed out tonight, courtesy of Central Baptist Hospital. I'll tell you right now, this crowd is really pumped. Ralph, back to you.
They're ready to go, Rob Bromley. The Bucks can pull by the Wildcats, and they open it up here tonight. Sean Woods against Chris Jackson. Reggie Hansen against Sims. Shaquille O'Neal coming out. This is Pelfrey. Feldhouse. Darren gets loose. Got it up and rail caught. And Shaquille got a hand on it. He's one of the great players who will be in the Southeastern Conference out of San Antonio, Texas. O'Neal down low. To Sims. Great pass. Nope. Single. The penalty goodbye. They turned over the Wildcats to get it back.
Well, Kentucky has to keep that pressure up all night. The crowd's into it right now. They just have to keep the crowd into it. Good cut by Darren Feldhouse the first time, but they need to take deep breaths, don't hyperventilate, and get their legs underneath them.
LSU an intimidating ball club on the inside. Hansen for three and a Wildcat for on top. Kentucky gets it back with LSU stuck in front of it. Dale Brown, the fierce competitor.
And you don't
South Dakota.
And you don't want the team to start like that if you're Dale Brown. Kentucky gets the turnover. They want their press to be effective, and it was early.
John Pelfrey. Miller. Jackson can get in there and battle for the rebound and frequently does. Chris Jackson for three, and it's tied up. Jackson at 28 the last time they met. Leading scorer in the Southeastern Conference.
And that's when he's most effective in the transition game. He can take anyone off the dribble with the three-pointer.
Two for Woods. It's 5-3 Kentucky. Jackson outruns Woods. Woods fouls him. Sean Woods slapping from behind.
You'll see Kentucky do that a lot. They're known for the back slapping. Watch Woods. He gets beat here. You're going to get beat a lot by this guy. Sean tries to come from behind. The referee will probably call it a little bit close in this game since we have the altercation down in Baton Rouge.
Barstow is into the game. He led Kentucky with 25 points when they played last. Jackson on the miss. Foul on LSU. It was Shaquille O'Neal drawing his first over the back.
And Reggie Hansen that time does exactly what Coach Pitino wants. He blocks out early. He lets the big man know you can't come inside. Watch it. Gets good position. And O'Neal comes over the back.
John Pelfrey back in the game. And Rick Pitino wanted just a moment to talk with him. We played a minute 45, and it's 5-3 Kentucky. Miller. Derek Miller makes it 7-3. Chris Jackson Williams, and a foul on Kentucky's Woods. Now they cannot afford, I don't think, to get Woods in foul trouble.
Well, they certainly can't. Sean has excellent quickness out there. Probably the only one that can really stay up with Jackson. But this is where LSU's most dangerous. Open court transition game. They beat Kentucky's press. They're going to go inside a lot with a lot of lobs.
Jackson and Williams, now the guard. Maurice Woodinson, his father played in the NBA. Jackson with the ball stolen away from him. It is over. Kentucky on the break. Miller. Feldhouse. Feldhouse gets to it. 9-3 Kentucky by 6. Jackson. Jackson missing it, and a foul on Kentucky. Woods gets 3. Farmer's going to have to come in the game. Now the officials are calling this game very, very closely here tonight. They don't want to let it get out of control.
They certainly will, Ralph. They're going to keep everything intact right now. They'll call a lot of early fouls probably if it's even close. But right there we had a good transition. Kentucky trapped Jackson. He threw the ball away. They came down and got the easy bucket. And now Jackson on the other end comes down the court. They got to get on him. They got to stop him. They can get the ball up.
Jackson, who is the best free throw shooter in the Southeastern Conference, has just dropped it through. He has 2 in a row. He's now 149 of 163 on the year. Pelfrey. Blocked by Shaquille O'Neal. We said he's one of the great shot blockers in the conference at 79 of the season. Williamson for 3. And LSU makes it 9-5.
Passed by Williamson.
Maurice Williamson is now 24 of 63 on the year. That is his shoe on the floor. It belongs to John Pelfrey.
It's kind of funny because John Pelfrey lost his shoe today in practice, and Coach Patino in the game had a lot of fun with it. They said you possibly couldn't have run out of that shoe, John, because you don't move that fast.
Well, he jumped out of it. 9-8. Coach Patino is talking to Ali Prescott. 9-8. LSU has run off a total of 4 unanswered points. Make it 5 unanswered points. Miller getting underneath against Williamson. They just beat him on the inside.
Excellent backdoor cut that time. They've been getting Derek to do that more and more lately.
This is Jackson. O'Neal having it knocked away. Richie Farmer touched it last.
Richie shows good hustle, got back on defense and filled the lane. Got the ball coming back in on the ball reversal.
Jackson. Rebound Hanson. With a wild catch. That is their second rebound. LSU has 2. Miller for Reggie. They got Sims out guarding him man-to-man. Miller for 3. Derek Miller has 7. Kentucky back by 6.
Well, Derek's really found his shooting eye in Rupp Arena the last few games. Had 40 last time out in Rupp Arena.
Sims. Blocked by Hanson. And Miller.
Now that was a major late block by him.
Rebound belongs to nobody yet. Pelfrey finally gets it. Miller. LSU, a dominating rebounding basketball club, is averaging 46.5 rebounds a ball game. Williamson has the pocket foul. They're having trouble with LSU's guards, who have scored all of LSU's points as they make the drive for the bucket, and Richie Farmer draws number 1.
And it's been mostly in the transition game. Here they come again, down court. Good move by Williamson. He's the son of former NBA great John Williamson. Has a lot of talent, a lot of athletic ability, and shows it right there.
Maurice Williamson has 3 points tonight. His only field goal attempt. LSU as a team is hitting 66.8. To go. Bellhouse. 3 for Darren. Darren Bellhouse taking his 71st three-pointer, and he's now hit 26 of them. 15.5 to go. First half of play. Shaquille O'Neal walk. Court. LSU turnover.
That's their 4th turnover, and that's what Kentucky wants. They want the big man to handle the ball in the open court. O'Neal that time makes the travel.
Richie Farmer. He's going to have to play a lot tonight because of 3 fouls already on Sean Woods. Bellhouse. Singleton on the rebound. 5 LSU rebounds. That rebound of Kentucky by 1. Jackson in the face of Farmer. Boy, are they calling a close out there tonight.
And that's a tough call. And again, you have a superstar there. Jackson, maybe the best player in the country. Goes one-on-one with Farmer. What you're going to see a lot of it, when he starts going one-on-one, Kentucky's going to trap him right away and make him give it up.
So that is 5-1 in team fouls. All of Kentucky's fouls have come by the guards, Woods and Farmer. 17-11, the Wildcats lead. 15:05 to go in the first half, and there's timeout.
So your Ford F-150 has more standard power than the Chevy.
Yeah.
And more torque for towing.
Right.
And your Ford with an automatic and a V8 costs less than the Chevy automatic and a V6.
It's true.
And those aren't the reasons you bought the Ford.
No.
F-150, where quality is standard. Your Ford dealer.
So why did you?
Well, after the rain stops, you can almost hear your Chevy rusting.
Hi, Dan Issel for Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Hardworking professional people are a vital part of Kentucky's big farm economy. There's another group of hardworking professionals who are vital to Kentucky. They're the Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agents who serve every county with auto, homeowners, farm owners, and nearly every other kind of insurance. It's the largest property and casualty company headquartered in Kentucky. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. All-around coverage, all around Kentucky.
Is that your sister? I'm not sure.
Fresh, flavor-rich milk. Satisfying and delicious, and produced right here by your neighbors. From the farm to the grocery shelf, the milk you buy from us is the finest quality available. And Flavor Rich is proud of the fact that our products are locally produced by your neighboring dairy farmers. Farm fresh milk, made right here and brought to you by Flavor Rich. When you have a choice, buy Flavor Rich first.
Here are two of the great ones, the Wildcats, whose jerseys are being unveiled tonight. They've already been retired. On the right is Charles Cottonay, and on the left, Dennison, old number 44.
62, originally from Lake Charles, Louisiana, it's Kentuckian Cottonay.
Here's the perfect souvenir of Rick Pitino's amazing first season with the Wildcats. 18 by 24, full-color poster of the coach. Well, what do you think so far? Send $5. The Rick Pitino poster, 904 North Broadway, Lexington, Kentucky, 40505. Poster boy, Rick Pitino. Kentucky is hitting on 50%, 7 of 14. LSU is 3 out of 4. Kentucky's 3 of 6 from three-point land. LSU is 2 out of 3. Kentucky actually is 7 of 14 overall, as you said. Well, what an ovation. Leading scorer of all time. Dennison, great guy. Both of them are.
Yes, they are.
Tonight, they also introduced Joe Hall. They unveiled a jersey in his name, and one in Adolph Rupp's name will be unveiled tonight. And Herky, his son, who played for him, will be here to accept that honor.
It's really a nice gesture. I think it really adds a lot to Rupp Arena with all these jerseys in here. It kind of reminds me now of the Boston Garden.
17-11 the Wildcats. 15:01 to go. LSU getting it in bounds. Shaquille O'Neal. What a player. This is Randy Duvall, who started against Kentucky, coming in the game down to 34. And on the inside, the foul as Stanley Roberts draws it. Hampson gets it. And it's 6 fouls on Kentucky. 1.
On the court, that time Roberts got the ball inside the low post. He likes turning to his left, took it up strong.
Stanley Roberts is 46 of 89. Worst free throw shooter on the LSU team.
Both Roberts and O'Neal are poor free throw shooters, about 52%. They need to foul him when they're down close, make sure they don't get the basket.
Well, he gets this one. Roberts becomes the first player other than an LSU guard to score. 17-12 Kentucky. Belfry to Hanson. He'll fire the three-pointer even though Roberts is out there on it. Now Roberts is 7 feet tall. O'Neal is 7 feet 1. Boy, is that big size on the inside for LSU. Hanson. Kentucky a little bit more patient now.
Now LSU has the ball in the game. Guard Miller will call a guy out.
Reggie Farmer missing it. LSU right back. Jackson, no, it was Williamson. Rebound by Kentucky. Belfry against O'Neal. He'll do a shot and it didn't work. Jackson. O'Neal will push up. His second foul. That for LSU is their second foul. He has them both.
And he knows something about pushing someone off. When he pushes you off, you'll certainly feel it. Here we get a look at it inside. He just shoves there and fell out. Kentucky doing an excellent job of getting position inside.
Into the game, Wayne Sims. O'Neal is out of the game now for a breather. Hanson. Richie Farmer for 3 against Jackson. Rebound by Roberts. Kentucky growing very cold. They've missed their last 2 3-point shots. Jackson throwing it away. He tries to invent a lot in there. He's an outstanding ball player, but at times he tries to do just too much.
He certainly does, and that's why his turnover ratio is not very good to assist. He makes a lot of turnovers. Kentucky wants him to do that.
5 turnovers. The Wildcats have yet to turn it over. This is Cofer. He walked. That'll get him to the point. Andre Portillo says he walked with it.
John might want to take that shot out there. He's been working really hard after practice on taking more shots. He's been on a little cold streak.
Kentucky coming with a press. Roberts against Farmer. Isn't that a mismatch? Kentucky takes it away. The press definitely working here in Rupp in the first 7 minutes of the game. Miller in a hurry. He's fouled by Duval. Duval draws 1. He'll shoot 3.
Miller has started off well in this basketball game. Down at LSU, the Tigers used the box and 1 on Derek. Now, if he continues to keep going, they might try to go to that box and 1 to cool him down.
Derek only had 7 points against LSU when they played down in Baton Rouge. Shaquille O'Neal coming back into the ball game. Grasso comes in. Pelfrey goes out for Kentucky. Derek Miller. Kentucky's leading the score at 19.5 a game. There's 8 points for Derek already in the first half. That's what Dale thinks about it. That means the diamond.
Well, it might mean they're trying on offense. LSU tries to run a triangle where they get a 3-man game going. Let's see if they do that on offense.
Miller having 9, a 3-point try. When he was fouled, so he'll get 3 free throws. His high of the year, 40 points. Become the first player ever to do that here in Rupp Arena in the last home game. Duke Athletic Council. That's a pure interception there. Kentucky by 8. Jackson. Chris Jackson open. Kentucky rebound. Hanson got it. Was fouled by Williamson. Jackson has missed his last 5 shots.
Trying to do a little bit too much, but Kentucky doing a good job of getting the trap. Gets down court, just a little bit off balance. Kentucky doing an excellent job of rebounding. Reggie Hanson been active all game long.
Jeff Grasso against Chris Jackson. Farmer for the Hanson. Feldhaus for 3. Hard to beat LSU on those boards. That is 9 rebounds for them, but Kentucky's hanging in. They pull down 7. LSU winners a 7 consecutive games. Duval missing it. Charging or walking. Walking is the call. Roberts turned it over. LSU really turning it over a lot of time. That'll be 7 turnovers for them.
And the Cats doing a good job of pushing the big men for LSU outside that lane. They're going to make them take a few dribbles, and therefore they're fouling.
Feldhaus over Jackson. 7. Kentucky leads it by 10. Kentucky trailed by 21 in the first half down at LSU. Another turnover. Miller for 3. 25-12, and Dale Brown wants his timeout. Charging against Chris Jackson. What a game.
Here we get a good look at it. Jackson goes after the ball, but he does lower his shoulder here. Watch it. There it is. Lower it there and Feldhaus. Trying to get an Academy Award on that one, but a good play by Kentucky. Good hard track.
13-point Kentucky lead at 25-12. 11:57 to go, and it's an LSU timeout.
Where I come from, a fast pace isn't just a basketball philosophy. It's a way of life. With TMC Long Distance, it's a philosophy of service.
Local hometown service is what sets TMC apart. TMC is a local company with offices right here in downtown Lexington. Plus, you'll have a TMC representative personally assigned to your account.
When you have a question or a problem, local hometown service means it gets done now. That's why I like TMC.
You
In the past, giving birth came with a tour of the hospital.
Dr. Price? Dr. Price?
They moved mothers from labor to delivery to recovery. All in all, a pretty moving experience. Which is why Central Baptist is the first Lexington hospital to develop a birthing center with labor, delivery, and recovery in one cozy suite. It's a moving experience without the moving. The Woman Care Plaza at Central Baptist Hospital, where your needs are central.
It's huge. It isn't very pretty. But inside, you'll find the most incredible values in Kentucky. The gigantic Toyota Lexington warehouse sale is on. Hundreds of new Toyotas and used cars are priced bare bones warehouse low. 1990 Toyota pickup. 0 down $149 a month. Exciting Corollas. 0 down $176 a month. Shop inside where it's warm and save up to $7,000 on a Toyota. This is our first big sale of the decade. Hurry to Toyota of Lexington's 1990 warehouse sale.
Wildcat specials from Randall's mean savings for you. Pepsi and Pepsi products, 24 12-ounce cans, a full case only $5.99. Libby's pink salmon, 15.5-ounce can, just $2.39. Ragu spaghetti sauce, plain meat or mushroom, 28 ounces, 99 cents. Ore-Ida fries, regular and crinkle cut, 2-pound bag, only $1.39. Wildcat specials from Randall's in Georgetown and all 5 Lexington locations.
Here at Rupp Arena was against LSU, 24,288. Tonight, the new record, 24,301. They set it. And a man who was here when they set that original record is the head coach, or formerly so for the Wildcats, Joby Hall, and Rob's with him now.
We just learned we've got a record crowd here tonight. This crowd is something, isn't it? Well, it's certainly an infectious atmosphere that's in here tonight. I don't think that there's anyone who could be here in the stands and not be excited over this game. Well, Joe, they put your name on one of the jerseys that they retired here tonight. That's going to make you feel awfully good. I guess that to be honored here at the University of Kentucky and Rupp Arena is the greatest thing that could happen to a Kentuckian. I'm mighty proud, mighty pleased, and thankful to the athletic department. All right, Coach, enjoy the rest of the ball game. Thank you.
People have asked over the years why they didn't have an honor night here for Joe Hall at Rupp Arena. Joe didn't want one. He felt that he would take away from what was happening on the floor. But he deserves every honor he'll get as the former head coach of the Wildcats. Miller from about the Sales. 25-12. He got it going tonight. He tried one from way out there. Kentucky's 4 of 11 from three-point land. Patino just looks into the stands. He thought he was out at midcourt. Sims, Kentucky getting it. No, O'Neal tapping it in. Shaquille O'Neal playing above the iron. Looks like a mountain out there compared to Kentucky players. 11.5 to go, first half of play. Miller. LSU's went from a man-to-man. Now they've been playing zone last couple times down, but they need to cover up that guy. O'Neal intercepting it. This is Williamson. Follow-up Sims. By Sims. 25-16, Miller. And now Don Rutledge calls it. We've got a Kentucky timeout. Rick Pitino doesn't like the fact that LSU has reeled off 4 consecutive points since the timeout. 10:59 to go. Kentucky's timeout. We'll be right back.
I say, put on some steaks and get the queen a Bud Light.
Bud Light's clean, fresh taste won't fill you up, never lets you down.
Henry, they're Pop-Tarts.
Everything else, it's just a light.
So your Ford F-150 has more standard power than the Chevy.
Yep.
And more torque per towing.
Right.
And your Ford with an automatic and a V8 costs less than the Chevy automatic and V6.
It's true.
And those aren't the reasons you bought the Ford.
No. F-150, where quality is standard. Your Ford dealer.
So why did you?
Well, after the rain stops, you can almost hear your Chevy rusting.
Rutledge family needs auto, home, life, or health insurance, they see me. I'm their State Farm agent, Billy King. They keep seeing me as I help them keep their coverages up to date with our State Farm Family Insurance checkups. When they have a claim, they see me. And thanks to our checkups, the protection has been there. If you want to see a family insurance agent working for you, see a State Farm agent.
I'm like a good neighbor, just for you.
For many of us, a savings plan is something we'll do someday when we get a few dollars ahead. And tomorrow is a favorite day to start. From passbook accounts to certificates to IRAs to tax-deferred programs, Great Financial Federal can help you get the jump on tomorrow. But you'll need to start today. You see, tomorrow never arrives on time. And when you're not prepared, it's always early. We're Great Financial Federal, your key to financial security.
We've added a ball game to our televised schedule, and it'll be the last game of the year from South Bend as the Wildcats take on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Check your local listings for time and station. This is Ralph Hacker along with Jim Master and Rob Bromley. LSU has taken over on the backboards. At one time it was 9-7, now 14-7. But Kentucky is taking over in this department 13-0, and that is what has put them ahead in this ball game, 25-16.
LSU taking a little bit longer in their huddle than Kentucky. Look for the referee to go there and make them get out of there.
The horn is sound. Kentucky's already out with Hanson, Farmer, Pelfrey, Feldhouse, and Grasso. Kentucky to get the ball out of bounds after that LSU turnover. Kentucky called the timeout after they came down the floor, and LSU having got the fourth point since the Wildcats last scored. 25-16, Kentucky. Hanson out to Grasso, a try for three. Grasso has got three, and it's 28-16. Sin beating Pelfrey. No Williamson. Shaquille. Stripped to the ball. Since they can't rebound, they take it away from him. This is Pelfrey heading for home, and he's fouled. Shaquille O'Neal will draw the third foul on him. It'll be the sixth foul on LSU.
Watch John Pelfrey go to the hole. They talk about it in practice. Take the ball to the hole against the big men. Don't try to fade away and avoid them or they'll block your shot. John goes in there and gets the foul.
John Pelfrey will go up to the free throw line for the Wildcats of Kentucky. He's been the most consistent player on this Kentucky team. And you know, I would almost add to that he would be one, and Feldhouse would be 1A when it came to that particular title.
That's right. He's had a really fine season. There's one more thing Coach Pitino would like John to do, and that's to be more aggressive. He talked about it in practice yesterday. Got on him pretty good. Be more aggressive, and he has been.
John Pelfrey gets number one. It is 29-16. Kentucky back by 13. Jackson just in. Williamson, a try for three. Rebound is Roberts. Reggie Hanson goes in and digs it out. 5 rebounds for Reggie. This is Darren Feldhouse. Pelfrey, Hanson inside against Sims, and Roberts fouls it. You gotta love the way Kentucky takes it to the hoop here in Rock.
Good spin dribble back to the lane by Reggie Hanson that time. Kentucky using their experience here. They rotate the